So here, uh, after all these elements were created along with the devatas who will supervise the activities of all these elements, then Bhagavatam says, Ete deva kala Vishnu kalamayamsha lingina nanatva swakriyanisha prochu pranjalayo vibhu. Here it says that Ete deva kala Vishnu, all these devatas who are actually the controlling the activities of various senses and other things, they are actually an empowered expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kala Vishnu, they are Lord Vishnu's partial manifestations. Kala Mayamsha Lingina, they possess the form of expansion of Kala and Maya, Kala Shakti and Maya Shakti. Nanatva Swa Kriyanisha. Though these 24 elements have been created by glancing over Pradhana, they don't know what to do. They are not Ishwaras, they are not independent Ishwaras so that they can do something. For the purpose of creating the universe for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord, which was the purpose with which the Supreme Lord created all these elements one after the other. Now these elements are not able to do anything on their own. Now, Prochu Pranjalayo Vibhu. Now they are offering their prayers and obeisances unto Supreme Personality of Godhead, requesting the Lord to engage them in his service, the purpose with which he created them. So this is the request made by all the devatas. Now from the next verse onwards, they will offer so many prayers describing the wonderful glories of Supreme Lord and expressing their desire to serve the Supreme Lord in whatever way it is possible. So those prayers we will discuss in the next week. So before that and before completing today's class, I have couple of slides about whatever theory we have discussed in the previous set of verses. In couple of slides, a little graphically it is explained by which things may become more clear. So I'll show you those slides. So Hare Krishna, all of you are able to see the slides?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So here, just not many slides, few slides only. It will not take much time. So we started our chapter by a question asked by Vidura. So Vidura was asking question to Maitreya, wherein he says that, please speak about the creation of the universe of happiness and suffering. So Vidura says, this universe, I see some people are happy sometimes and they are unhappy at other times. Like that. Overall, there is little happiness and there is suffering also. And for the sake of happiness, people are performing various activities and experiencing suffering only. So like that, he asks question. So please tell me about the creation of this universe, which has got duality such as happiness and suffering. So in order to answer, Maitreya Rishi starts describing the primary creation of the universe by Lord Vishnu. This is called as Sarga or Prakrita creation or primary creation. And Sukadeva Goswami defined what do you mean by Sarga in the second canto last chapter, wherein Sukadeva Goswami said, Bhuta Matrendriya Driyam Janma Sarga Udahrata Brahmano Guna Vaishamyad. That means Sarga means the manifestation of gross elements, Tanmatras, senses, Ahankara, and Mahatattva, and as well as their description in the universal form caused when the Lord creates transformation of the gunas. Here the transformation of the gunas is pradhana. So we will see what it means eventually in the future slides. So Sarga means creation of the 24 elements and the creation of universal form. The creation of 24 elements is described in the 5th chapter and the universal form is described in the 6th chapter. So the entire description in both the chapters is called Sarga from that sense. Creation of the totality of matter with elements manifesting from Prakriti by Lord Vishnu's glance is called uh, Sarga. That is called Sarga. So in the second canto, we were describing what the universe is consists of. Second canto, 5th chapter, verse number 14. It says that द्रव्यं कर्म च कालस्य स्वभावो जीव एव च वासुदेवात् परो ब्रह्मन् न चान्यार्थोऽस्ति तत्त्वतः. So its meaning is Lord Brahma is speaking to Narada Muni. He is addressing him as Brahmana. O Brahmana, O Brahmana Narada, the Dravya are elements, Karma, Kala, Swabhava and the Jiva are not different from Lord Vasudeva. Nothing but he exists in truth. The Supreme Lord himself is these five tattvas. By the combination of these five tattvas, the entire universe, material universes have been manifested. So what is Dravya? Dravya refers to 24 elements. It is the substance of matter which acts as the Upadana Karana. Kala is the agitator of the gunas which acts as Nimitta Karana. And Swabhava is the cause of the change in the gunas. Sorry. Karma is the cause of birth which gives birth to Mahatattva from the Pradhana. And Jiva is Hiranyagarbha. That is the totality of all the Jivas who is the enjoyer in this material world. All of us, all the living entities that are going to take birth in the material world, they are all put together is called as Hiranyagarbha. That is called as Jiva here. So Karma and Swabhava belongs to Jiva. They are Jiva's innate properties. Kala is the Supreme Lord's energy. Dravya is Mahamaya. Here Dravya is, it is also called as Pradhana. It is also called as Mahamaya or the Durga Devi. So in that way, or Prakriti. The universe which is made up of both Mahamaya or Maya Shakti and Jiva Shakti, which are the energies of Supreme Lord. Maya Shakti is Parashakti and Jiva Shakti is Aparashakti. These two energies have been described in the Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter. So in that way. So Dravya, Kala and Swabhava and Dravya and Kala are part of Maya Shakti. Swabhava, Karma and Jiva, these are part of Jiva Shakti. So these two belongs to Jiva. Kala and Dravya belongs to Supreme Lord's energies. That is called Maya Shakti in the sense. So as Lord Krishna indicates in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Sarvasya Prabho Mattam Sarvam Pravartate. So that Lord Krishna, in order to create unlimited universes, he himself expanded as the first Purusha, who is also called as Karanodakshaya Vishnu. So this is Karanodakshaya Vishnu. So when he wanted to create, as Brahma Samhita mentions, Yasvaita Nishvasita Kala Matavalambyo Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagadandanata. All the universes will appear from the various skin pores of Mahavishnu. Basically, that indicates that from various skin pores of Lord Mahavishnu, all the universes in their seed form they come out. That seed is called as Pradhana or Prakriti. So there are the three verses which we have seen in the beginning of the day, in the beginning of the class, 23, 24, 25, etc. Bhagavan eka asedam agra atmatmanam vibhu atmechanu gatav atma nanamatu upalakshana. Bhagavan alone existed before the creation of the universe when the desire to create was absent. Then, as he desired to create by his will, Maya Shakti, his energy composed of cause and effect, awoke. Maya Shakti came in front, got up and came in front of him. By this energy, he created the universe. Here, Maya Shakti awoke means that universes in that seed form coming out of his various skin pores. That is nothing but Dravya. Dravya first comes out of his various skin pores. That is indicated in this verse as Maya Shakti awoke and stood in front of him. And this Dravya we can also call it as Pradhana. We can also call it as Prakriti. We can also call it as Maya Shakti. In there the various names, both are all are same. Then next it says that Bhagavan in his Swamsha expansion of the first Purusha, at a certain moment of time, placed the Jivas into Maya, which became agitated by the Gunas. Here, that universe seed from which came out is called Maya, that is nothing but Pradhana or Prakriti, into which the Supreme Lord impregnated Kala, Karma, Swabhava and Jiva. All these are impregnated at a certain point of time. And what it means? So this was Karanodakshaya Vishnu, who was lying down on the Karana ocean or the Kausal ocean, which is also called as Viraja river. So that time there was a desire that Eko Nanatvam Anvichan. He had a desire to become many. Yoga Talpa Samutita. He was sleeping on Yoga Nidra. That time the Dravya or Pradhana or Prakriti came out of his various skin pores and it is there at one place. And into that Dravya, Lord Vishnu glanced. and these glands carries Kala, Karma and Swabhava. Karma and Swabhava belongs to Jiva, Kala belongs to the Supreme Lord's energy. So when all these entered into Pradhana, Pradhana goes through transformation. So Karmadakshaya Vishnu, he glances over Pradhana. Pradhana is nothing but the three modes, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, are mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance, are in inactive state, are in equilibrium state. So Lord's glance carries karma, Kala, Karma and Swabhava. When these three interact with Pradhana, or interact with Prakriti, or interact with Maya Devi or Dravya, first Mahatattva is born, predominated by mode of goodness and mode of passion. And eventually in due course of time, from Mahatattva appeared Ahankara, which is predominated by mode of ignorance or Tamoguna. Then in due course of time, from this Ahankara is further divided into three parts, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti and Dravya Shakti. From Jnana Shakti, that is also called Satvik Ahankara, there appeared mind and 10 senses, 10 sense devatas. From Kriya Shakti, that is also called as Rajasik Ahankara, there appeared prana and intelligence. Prana, intelligence and 10 senses, 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas. From Dravya Shakti, which is also called as Tamasik Ahankara, there appeared 5 Panchamahabhutas, 5 gross elements and 5 Tanmatras or 5 sense objects. Like that, by the glance of Karmadakshaya Vishnu upon Pradhana, one after the other, all these elements were created. This is another slide, same thing. Karmadakshaya Vishnu, the first Purusha, glances on his Maya Shakti or Pradhana. His glance consists of Kala, Karma, Swabhava. They enter into Pradhana, where modes are inactive. By the entry of Kala, Karma, Swabhava and Jiva, the three modes become activated. When the mode of goodness is become activated, that time Mahatattva is born. When the mode of passion is active, that time Suttatattva is born. When the mode of ignorance is active, that time Ahankara is born. Now three modes are activated. The Satvik Ahankara, or which is also called Jnana Shakti, from this appeared mind and 10 Sen Devatas, who are the controlling deities of the 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. From Rajasik Ahankara or Kriya Shakti, which is in the mode of passion, there appeared intelligence, prana and 10 senses, which are 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. From Tamasik Ahankara, which is also called Dravya Shakti, which is in the mode of ignorance, first appeared sound, from sound appeared ether, and from ether came touch, from touch came air, from air there appeared form, from form for form to go, fire appeared, from fire there appeared taste, for taste to go from one place to other place, water appeared, from water smell appeared, from smell, for the smell to go from one place to other place, ether appeared. They are the 5 gross elements, they are the 5 tanmatras. Like that, all the variety of elements have been appeared. In total, the 5 gross elements, 5 tanmatras, 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, 5 plus 5 plus 5, 20. Then intelligence, 21. Mind, 22. Ahankara, 23. And Mahatattva, 24. Like that, in total, the 24 elements have been created by the glance of Lord Vishnu upon Pradhana. This prana and Suttatattva, these both are analogous to each other. They are not mentioned separately. Instead, when air is indicated, the air is nothing but the deity is Vayu. Here also the controlling deity is there. Here Vayu is mentioned. The Vayu himself contains prana and Suttatattva. They are all part of that Vayu himself. Like that, they are not added separately. So in total, 24 elements have been created. This entire thing can be seen with respect to sowing a seed. So this Pradhana is like a seed. So when Lord glances on Pradhana, he injects it with Kala Karma Swabhava. It is like sowing a seed into the land. When you sow a seed into the land, the seed interacts with the moistened land. It also interacts with air. It also interacts with sunlight. That is like Kala Karma Swabhava. By their interaction, first appears sprout. This sprout is called Mahatattva. The sprout is Mahatattva. That is there inside the earth. Then eventually in due course of time, a small sapling comes on the surface of the earth. That sapling is Suttatattva. Eventually it grows big. There is a huge trunk. This trunk is Ahankara. Trunk is Ahankara. And from this trunk various branches come. So there is one branch called mind branch. there is one branch called intelligence branch, there is one branch called Kala branch, Prana branch, like that. And from this branch we have so many small tweaks, small sub branches, etc. They are like Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, etc. Eventually this plant will give flowers and fruits. The flowers and fruits are the 5 sense objects: sound, touch, form, taste and smell, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa and gandha. These are the fruits and flowers of the plant. Like that, we can see twigs, leaves, flowers and fruits. The twigs and leaves are the 5 grass elements and the senses, I mean, etc. All these things. So like this, the 24 elements have been created. So this is the interrelation among all the 24 elements. They are the 5 grass elements. They are the respective properties. Ether as sound, air as touch, fire as form, water as taste, earth as smell. And we experience these 5 things from the 5 Jnanendriyas. From our ears, we hear sound. From our skin, we touch various objects. From our eyes, we see various forms. From our tongue, we taste. From our nostrils, we smell. And these 5 senses are under the supervision of these 5 devatas. Direction devatas: Vayu, Sun, Varuna and Ashwini Kumaras. And they are the 5 Karmendriyas. And they are the devatas. Our speech is controlled by Agni. Our hands are controlled by Indra. Our legs are controlled by Upandra. Our anus is controlled by Mrityu or Mitra. And genital is controlled by Prajapati Daksha. So like this, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 20 elements. And they are the 4 elements which are called subtle elements: mind, intelligence, false ego and consciousness, which are also called Man, Buddhi, Hankara and Chitta. The deity of the mind is Moon. The deity of the intelligence is Brahma. The deity of Ahankara is Rudra or false ego is Rudra. And deity of consciousness is Vishnu himself. So like this, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4, 24 elements have been created. 5 plus 5 plus 4, 14 devatas were created. When these 24 elements and the 14 devatas were created, they don't know what to do. So in order to understand what they are supposed to do, and for the empowerment, for doing that, they need empowerment of the Supreme Lord. They are offering prayers to Supreme Personality of Godhead. And those prayers are being described now from verse number 38 onwards. So that we will discuss in the next week. All these 14 devatas, Vishnu, Rudra, Brahma, Mu, Chandra, Daksha, Prajapati Daksha, Mrityu, Mitra, Upendra, Indra, Agni, Ashwini Kumaras, Varuna, Surya, Vayu and direction devatas, who are actually the empowered expansions of the Supreme Personality of God, who are called as Vishnu Kala here. They have directly appeared. They are actually the surrendered devotees of Supreme Lord. They came here to assist the Supreme Lord. So they are offering prayers to Supreme Lord, what to do and how to do, how to create this universe. So these are some of the things which wanted to discuss for today. So we'll stop here and we'll continue the prayers offered by these devatas in the next class, that is next week. Hare Krishna. So if some of you have some query, we'll take.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Will the recording of this lecture be available for us?
I'm sending every week.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'll send them.
Because the last part we want, that is little complicated. That's why. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Any query? Anything related to what we are discussing today or in the previous classes?
Prabhuji, the Haribol, Hare Krishna, the PPT is a fantastic way to explain. It's really very good. And thanks for that. And hopefully when we get the video, we'll be able to go through it again. Thank you.
Prabhu. I will try to share today or tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It was very nice lecture.
Hare. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for an amazing lecture.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Superb lecture.
Hare.
Very sound. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare.
Prabhuji, I've taken a screenshot of the PPTs so I can send it across right away.
No problem. Please do the needful.
Is it
whatever.
okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So no one has any queries, it seems. So
It was explained very nicely. No need of questions, Prabhuji.
Hare.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Everyone is trying to digest it now.
Hare.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thanks for
Hare
a wonderful class.
Hare. Thank you, Roji. Hare. Okay, then we'll meet next week. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय.
Jai.
Foundation Prabhu ki.
Hare.
Thank you.
Jai.
Yes, Prabhu, your doubt is clarified about you are asking
Yes,
about
yes, yes. Yes,
Lord Krishna and the daughter. Even
Yeah.
it seems all of you are discussing about it. Morning, Prabhuji also asked me about this query. Or Mohanjosh Prabhu also asked about this query in the morning.
Yes, we had a discussion.
Yeah, it seems that all of you
We had
are
a discussion.
little doubt
Yeah.
about it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. We'll meet next
Very
week.
good.
I will try to send the link in the core group. You can share
No
with
problem.
others.
Yes. Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you very much.
शीतल, मेरी query है.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much.
तो